Last time it glitched out on me. Let's see if we can make it through without it glitching out this time. I got a balance of $86.
The unmistakable aroma which fills the soul with passion enough to start wars and topple nations. No, it's not me. It's love. You see, when two Americans love one another very much, there comes a time when they carry out the age-old tradition of the romantic dinner and proposal. First, the couple finds a decent but affordable restaurant to wine and dine. When the moment is right, one lover pulls out an expensive piece of metal and asks the other for their hand in marriage. If things go well, they get married and live happily ever after. If not, then it's quite awkward for quite a while. Welcome to La Barretta, where meals are shot fresh out of Nonna Barretta's kitchen. Whilst the proper American diet consists of burgers and milkshakes, this occasion calls for something more exotic. That's right, we're going to have Italian hamburgers and milkshakes.
So good to see you, dear. How was your day?
I thought this was a car wash.
That's wonderful. This is such a nice place you found. It's very romantic.
Buongiorno, it's me, Stevan. Welcome to La Barretta. You two are looking stunning tonight. And I can tell by the way that you have been banging your pistols on the table that you are ready to eat. Please take a look at the many options of our menu. I'm sure you will choose something befitting this exquisite occasion. The deluxe banquet. I'm legally obliged to tell you that the 5 people were sent to the emergency room after ordering that. Though you look like you have the constitution to handle it. I'll be back with your entree in a momento. While we're waiting, let me explain proper gun etiquette at the dining table. In front of you, you'll find several utensils, each for a different part of your course. Simply use the gun starting from the outside and work inwards with each dish, smallest to largest. We want to impress Taylor, so let's deploy our best table manners and show her that you aren't some kind of ignorant savage. Your entree. Fine Sicilian salad served with a sweet vinaigrette. Enjoy a meal, my amazingly consecutive meal.
That was simply divine. Honey, can you call the waiter to let him know we're done?
How can we get his attention? I pray to the heavens that everything was satisfactory. Let me clear the table for you. In Italy, we use our hands. However, this is America. I will be back shortly with your next dish. I guess those Europeans are good for more than just feeding the gun economy. They provide a decent feed at the dinner table, too. Next time, we have a dish specially prepared for the big gun yourselves. I present our specialty, the Italian hamburger. Please enjoy.
Whoa.
attention. I trust that Emile was just as fantastic as your fashion sense. Wait. God damn it, we got the worst table in the restaurant.
Oh no.
You see, a savvy American always
What's wrong
in the
button?
corner to give them a full view of the area so that they are ready to shoot down any would-be attackers. They're offering a $5 discount for sitting at an unsafe table, but I'd say safety is priceless. The next dish is a Sardinian delicacy, Kazur Marzu, perhaps the finest cheese on the planet.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you're telling me it's better than American cheese?
Yummy.
Be so uncouth. In polite society, we use the appropriate gun for the appropriate dish. By the beard of Lincoln, maggots! Horrifying. This is why you should only eat American cheese, which contains no cheese, but a load of wonderful things like patriotism, your joy. I knew you would love it from the moment you delivered it. Also, that real stuff is likely to give you weird cheese dreams. Just wait for the maggots to wriggle down into your intestines. How can we get his attention? I will fetch your dessert.
We can't get it.
The final course of our signature dessert, served in Russian style, I present to you Nonna Baretta's famous spicy chocolate truffle. Repeatedly ringing that bell in a highly irritating fashion. The truffle is infused with the Calabrian theme of chilies, rains from the ninth circle of hell itself. Their capsaicinoid concentration is so heavily charged that they actually melt the skull biscuit. Consuming them can cause bleeding gums, hallucinations, eternal third-degree burns, and profuse rectal hemorrhage.
Now we got ourselves a game. You and me.
One of the chambers in that revolver contains the trophy. Fire the gun into your mouth, and if you're lucky, you'll get a load of Nana Baretta's.
Where'd Mother Gun
I
go?
will spend the rest of my days praying that you enjoy your meal tonight. Here is the bill, senor.
50,000.
Very good, senor. When I said I wanted a tip, I didn't mean one with a hollow point. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you for tonight, honey. I've had such a wonderful time.
Things are looking good. Let's set the stage for the big question. Why don't you try picking Taylor's favorite song from the jukebox?
That's our song! You really know how to make a girl feel special.
Time to seal the deal. Taylor. I believe my friend here has a proposal for you.
Yes, I will marry you. I love you.
Hooray! She said yes. Fire the gun in her hand and pop that engagement ring on.
Hey, so my parents are out of town for the weekend. How about we swing over to my place for the night?
Oh, Taylor's invited you to her house. Let's go. tickles.
95.75. Oh, 15 cents. I like my gold one. I don't want that.
What's that, you ask? Where did
I
you
want my
come
gold
from?
one.
Well, that's quite a long story. You see, you were produced by a method called sexual intercourse. Now, the ratings board wouldn't want me going into nitty-gritty details, but I'll try to explain it in simplified terms that you can understand. To create a baby, we need a sperm cell and an egg. Think of the sperm cell as a bullet, and the egg as its target. The shooter will position themselves to fire a barrage of bullets towards the target. And even though it may take the shooter many attempts, and they might have to wait until the target is in the right mood to be shot at, the shooter will eventually penetrate the target with one of their bullets. This process is called conception. Think of it like the Genesis of America, born from the many bullets piercing the bodies of our enemies. Anyway, around 9 months later, a healthy baby will be born into the world. And that's where you came from. Let me take a moment to introduce you to another one of our fantastic lifestyle products. Once you've used a variety of guns for mid to long range encounters, when the test calls for something a bit more up close and personal, we have the trusty shotgun. Introducing the Steinberg Pump Action Shotgun. Its short-range pellet dispersion and conical spread guarantees blasts that are potent and powerful for those especially intimate moments. Featuring a lightweight wooden stock, it's excellent. I'm sure those targets felt the force of your passion. The Steinberg also has a special function. If you pump it repeatedly, you can charge up your shots to get them flaming hot. Try it now. There we go. Fired up and ready for action. Now shoot down the rest of those targets with flaming shots. Pump it up a few times until you can see smoke coming from the gun. And remember to pump after each shot. Boom shakalaka! Talk about a fiery passion. Make sure to use the flaming shots when you want to get things a bit more heated than usual. I guess it's time for bed. Traditionally, partners slept in separate beds to discourage inappropriate behavior. What are you doing? Cut that out. This is getting a bit too romantic. Wait, candles? Don't you dare light those up.
Oh, there's one more. Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh boy, rose petals. This is definitely starting to look like a sex scene.
Sexy, huh?
Hey there, hot stuff. Why don't we get those clothes off of you?
Well, if you're gonna do it, just as we practice safe gun use, remember to practice safe sex. Use protection. Make sure you have the safety on to prevent any unwanted surprises.
What are you waiting for? Undress me.
Hey.
Ooh.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you even listening?
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness.
So, you're just gonna sit there forever in your own stench, huh? That's the plan? I truly hope I don't need to spell out what needs to happen here. So there might be some residue on your muzzle, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe just stand a polish?
It cost me money to get toilet paper.
Are you gonna clean that shit up?
Oh man.
Wipe your ass, you asswipe. Go on, wipe your ass.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Go on, wipe your ass.
You can't.
Go on, wipe your ass. Go on, wipe your ass. Go on, wipe your ass. Go on, wipe your ass.
I can't.
Go on, wipe your ass. Go on, wipe your ass.
What the fuck, man? What is up with this?
Go on, wipe your ass.
Oh. That's what you had to do? Oh my gosh.
We've now reached the halfway point of our journey. We hope you've been enjoying your time in the American dream. I've certainly enjoyed watching you grow into a model American citizen and master the use of your trusty guns. As part of our regular procedure, I'd like to ask you a few questions. How many bullets have you fired since the start of your journey? Incorrect. Oh dear. Try again. Good. How much time do you think has passed since we began our journey? What? Seriously? Try again. Correct, you are. When an intruder comes into your house, which item will help you the most? Incorrect. Mr. Frost, you could hit an intruder over the head with a phone. There's still a better option. Correct. Our studies have shown that a gun will be the best option in 99 out of 100 house invasions. And the other time, it's a chainsaw. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love America? I'm going to assume you think 1 means America is number 1. Who is a good boy? Mr. Cinnamon, what's wrong with you? How many degrees should you spend for a no-scope shot? Correct. Anything less and you're a filthy noob. Thank you. During the intermission, feel free to get up and use the restroom, or perhaps purchase some sweet snacks or guns to keep your body and mind satisfied and to keep the glorious capitalist machine well oiled. We've got a lot more in store for you, so rest up, relax, and when you're ready, we will proceed.
Let's go.
The pioneers of the gun industry began with humble ambitions. Some saw the rifle as nothing more than a machine made to throw balls. But it was the keen American eyes of our gun industrialists that realized the untapped potential of those balls. Combining American ingenuity with our unmatched manufacturing processes, those noble poets of wood and steel went on to produce guns en masse. It was a glorious age of progress for our industry, but there was one problem. All these guns needed owners, and there just wasn't enough war around to match our supply. An American once said, if you want to make a pile of money, invent something that will enable these Europeans to cut each other's throats with greater facility. And so we shipped our guns to Europe, helping our friends slaughter each other for a while, and business boomed. It was a time of great innovation and prosperity. We made repeating rifles, revolving pistols, Gatling guns, semi-automatic pistols, and even a gentleman's cane gun. However, as our industry grew, we began to see the limits of the market. Relying on ebb and flow of war was simply not sustainable. The gun began as a commodity like any other, an appliance to fulfill a specific purchase. Throw metal balls at high velocity. However, for our industry to survive and to extend our reach, we needed to elevate the gun to greater heights. All right, good to go? Get comfy, strap yourself in, and let's begin the second half of your journey into the American dream. You proposed to your beloved Taylor, and she said yes. She also happens to be pregnant. So in light of that, your wedding plans have been slightly accelerated. Good job with that whole safe sex thing. When a child is conceived before marriage, the family must arrange a hastier wedding to ensure that the child is born into wedlock. This is what we refer to as a shotgun wedding. I'm so proud of you, my son. Here, take this silencer. It's a family heirloom. You'll need it when the begins here.
There's a
You'll
cat.
be working a soul-crushing job 9 to 5, coming home to a family that won't appreciate you, and looking forward to the weekends so you can numb yourself with alcohol and begin the cycle all over again. Let that sink in for a moment. Don't worry, I was joking. Only half of that was true. That man behind you is Taylor's brother. He's quite eager to see his dear sister get married. You aren't getting cold feet, are you? Relax. It's natural to have terrible doubts before committing to one person for life. Thankfully, you have just what you need to deal with this predicament. Come on, pull yourself together. You need to warm up those cold feet of yours. That's the way. Confidence is key. Oh, I think it's almost time for Taylor to arrive. My God, what is
She died.
that noise? The organ player is asleep. Wake up that old hat. Nicely done. She's playing even better than before. Remarkable motivation energy. Here comes Taylor. By the great founding fathers, isn't she beautiful? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the presence of these witnesses to join these beautiful young American patriots together in matrimony like barrel and stone, commended to be honorable among all, and therefore is not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, passionately, lovingly, and with plenty of ammo. I will now proceed to the wedding vows. Fire your shotgun into the air to proclaim your vow. Do you both pledge to share your lives openly with one another and to speak the truth in love, tenderly care for one another, cherish and encourage each other, stand together through sorrows, joys, and communist attack? For all the days of your lives.
We do.
Do you pledge to keep our militia well regulated, our state free, and to uphold your God-given right to bear firearms of all varieties, including pistols, shotguns, rifles, semi-automatic assault rifles, and fully automatic machine guns where state legislation permits?
We do.
Do you pledge to use your firepower to defend yourselves, each other, and all fellow patriots who are well and good in this beautiful country?
What happened?
We do.
She's up.
May these rings be blessed as a symbol of your union. As often as either of you look upon these rings, may you not only be reminded of this moment, but also of the vows you have made, the strength of your commitment to each other and to your country. If any person can show just cause why they may not be joined together, let them speak now, or forever hold their peace. I object! No! With that unpleasantness out of the way, go now in peace and live in love, sharing the most precious gifts you have, the gifts of your lives united, and your right to bear arms. And may your days be long on this earth, that chances of which increase with daily target practice. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Go on, kiss the woman.
Alright. There we go.
Now, as is customary, you will leave the charge as the guests spray you with bullets. The bullets represent rice, which was once
The
used
bullets
to
spray you
represent
with
seeds,
bullets.
which were used to represent fertility.
Oh, we got money this
But
time?
since you've already
And the
knocked up
plus.
Taylor, well, it's all a bit of a moot point anyway.
Alright.
To the
Ah!
rest of your life.
Oh shit, I missed it.
Let's take a look inside the factory of the future, where a single employee can do the work of many. You made it just in time for work. Here at Golding's Bagel Company, all our bagels are lovingly gun-crafted to perfection. Most customers can't even taste the lead. Hit the button to start up the machinery. Remember, the secret to a delicious bagel is the well-cooked dough and that perfect hole in the center. As the old saying goes, try not to sell your customers baked rats. As the old saying goes, try not to sell your customers baked rats. A bagel without a hole is like a patriot without a flag.
Oh, I'm shooting him.
Oh no! Someone's left something nasty in the
Oh.
dough. Get that into the bin before it gets into the oven. A bagel without a hole is like a patriot without a flag. Remember to shoot first, eat bagels later. Marvel at the unmatched efficiency of the American system of manufacturing. With our cutting-edge machinery and talented workers, whether it be bagels or guns, we have the ability to produce more than anyone could possibly need in a lifetime. Here comes one of those rat bagels. Shoot it up the hook before it gets through.
A rat bagel, yum.
You let a holeless bagel through. Now some poor customer will probably have a nervous breakdown. It's lunchtime. Use the vending machine to order yourself a tasty meal and eat up to make sure you have enough bullets in your proverbial magazine.
Hey. Whoops. What? There.
Just like the diligent bagel shooter toils in the factory to keep our citizens fed, the good people of the gun industry work around the clock to ensure a steady supply of guns to keep our American citizens safe. These are good family people, like yourself, who want nothing more than to earn a living and feel safe.
Get in there.
pull this bagel through. Now some poor customer will probably have a nervous breakdown. Keep working hard. We need more bagels. And the boss needs more diamonds in time's up. I think the boss will be pleased with the results. All right. That about does it for today. Let's get moving.
What's this shit?
Sweetheart.
What the hell?
We've prepared 2 iconic American activities for you to enjoy. First, beer. Oh, nice catch. Now
What
crack
the
it
fuck?
open and have a swig. Our Patriot-ready beers are brewed with love and ample amounts of Patriot juice, extracted fresh from the deep mines of Wisconsin. You won't find a beer as delicious as this anywhere else in the world. Except maybe Australia. But they banned guns there, so they can go get fucked.
Yep.
How refreshing. Shoot your cans into the trash to dispose of them. Shoot your can into the trash to properly dispose of it. Now that you've learned how to drink a beer like a true American, let me share the next activity. Television! This all-knowing box of knowledge delivers up-to-date news about the community, the country, and less importantly, the rest of the world. Turn on the TV, kick back, relax, and enjoy a well-earned break.
Breaking news. After a recent expression of freedom in a schoolyard, the president has expressed his desire to restrict the sale and use of automatic assault weapons.
Seriously? Those damn gun grabbers are at it again. They just can't leave our freedom alone. The America we love is burning before our very eyes. Are you fed up with tying your shoelaces by hand? Introducing the Cutter 1912, the one-stop tool for all your everyday needs. Just shoot yourself in the foot and you're good to go.
We cannot keep giving a platform to these mass shooters. We are awarding them with wall-to-wall attention and the sense of identity that they crave. The media are creating a whole new generation of copycat killers, and they must be stopped.
Copycat killers? Almost as bad as actual cats.
When you're out hunting and get surrounded by 100 bears, what are you going to do? Let them take you captive and have their way with you back in the depths of the bear cave? Don't be a victim. Arm yourself with an SR-15 assault rifle and send those frisky bears straight to hell.
It's happening!
Holy smokes! Taylor's water has broken. We need to get her to the hospital so that the baby can be safely brought into the world.
Hell yeah.
You remember the emergency services number, don't you?
Where the hell are these guns coming from?
It was 3 numbers, right?
Oh no.
operator, we've got a woman in labor, and she's ready to deliver us a fresh American patriot. We need an ambulance pronto. And here they are.
For the road.
The ambulance service, much like your guns, can always be counted upon to take care of you in times of need. We're now at Coke Hospital, where the kind doctors and nurses will help Taylor deliver your beautiful child. Like all good Americans, doctors have learned how guns can enhance their productivity in new ways. Rather than relying on dangerous surgical instruments such as scalpels and forceps, doctors have a variety of medical guns to use instead.
There's this crazy woman
Surgery
running
has
around.
never been safer. Now we play the waiting game and leave the rest to our skilled American doctors. I assure you, things are going fine. Wait a minute. Is that guy smoking in a hospital? How irresponsible.
Kill him.
Good riddance. This hospital is a safe space once more. Remember, only cigars should be smoked in a hospital, and only after the baby is delivered. Push.
Uh-oh.
There she is, a healthy baby girl. Give the baby a smack on the fanny. A new American has been born. What could she grow up to be? An Olympic shooter? A raider of tombs? A masterful chief? A bounty hunter? A gear of war? A bold space marine? A soldier that answers the call of duty in modern warfare? Anything is possible.
Our beautiful baby girl. What should we call her? Bang. What a wonderful name. We'll call her Bang.
Seeing
Bang.
you two and your new baby makes me think of how the gun factory of tomorrow will spawn new guns and gun owners for generations to come. I hope you're as excited to see it as I am. Congratulations! You've worked diligently and have been able to purchase your very own home. Whilst your partner takes care of many of the indoor chores, such as the laundry and cleaning, it's up to you to get your guns dirty with the gardening tasks.
Alright.
In many ways, this garden could serve as an allegory for our country. It is vast, awe-inspiring, and home to many fine things. The different plants represent the variety of citizens that call America home. Some good and some bad. The good plants represent the innocent, law-abiding, freedom-loving masses. Then there are the bad
Black
plants.
as a spot.
Think of them as the parasites, villains, cats, communists and predators that intrude on our peaceful territory.
Amongst the population,
there are exceptionally good flowers, such as the noble rose.
Can't hit that over there.
Roses, with their stunning looks,
and sharp thorns represent the
patriots like you and I. Strong, refined, intelligent, incredibly good-looking, and deadly when necessary. You are a rose, and your guns are your thorns. Remember, it is the duty of the roses to protect the garden. Guns aren't just useful for tidying
tidying up in the garden.
They can also be tools for nurturing flowers and helping them to grow to their fullest potential. Here we have a nursery of Americus livitus bellus perennis, or American daisies, known to be one of the most
Brilliant flower.
flowers in the world. They must be cared for with the tender love that only submachine gun fire can provide.
Oh, hey there! How's it going? I could really go for a drink right now.
That flower looks thirsty. We need to find a way to get water onto it.
Ooh, it's getting a bit dry here.
Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, keep those flowers
Happy and healthy. Now, the perfect garden wouldn't be complete without a nice hedge to frame it. Our hedge wall is looking tall and even now.
But as it is subject to the whims
Of nature, this may not always be the case.
Oh, yeah. That's
But
good.
you ask, how does shooting a cloud make it rain? It's really just simple science. Bullets plus
cloud equals rain. Duh.
See? Nature. Unreliable. Guns, on the other hand, they're never gonna let you down. When Mother
Nature misbehaves, we can help her out.
with a bit of man-made ingenuity, use your gun to trim the tall hedges, and then call down rainwater
To grow the short hedge.
hedges and get it back into the correct shape. All right, let's
Get the garden
into tip-top shape. Get those hedges tall and even. Take care of those flowers and make sure the lawn doesn't
doesn't get overrun
by weeds. The hedges,
Hedges are even.
but they're a bit short. The hedges are still too short. See if you can make them grow taller. The hedges are even, but they're
They're a bit short.
the hedges are
Oh, yeah.
splendid. Look at
That's
those
good.
hedges, perfectly lined up. The geometric consistency sure razzes my berries.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
up there in the
That is
sky.
good.
The sweet scent of liberty has attracted a group of angry birds. They've got their eyes set on the delicious pie that Taylor baked for us. That pie was baked with
loving American
hands, and by God, it will be eaten with American mouths. Good thing we have our faithful eagle to defend us.
Go, Eddie.
Okay, well, no matter. I guess it's up to us. Stop those red bastards from taking over our
Our garden.
defend the pie until the timer runs out.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
successfully defended our garden from those foreign devils who thought they could take a slice of our sweet
freedom pie.
Devil birds.
They're gone for now.
We must
Remain vigilant to ward off the ever-present threat
to our freedom. Excellent job. You've made your garden into the spitting image of radiant suburban America. Remember the importance of keeping your garden clean and beautiful. Just as good American... Sorry to interrupt the festivities, but I have some unfortunate news I need to share with you. Some crazed madman attacked and killed your mother. He coincidentally had a gun and shot her with it, but that's besides the point. The good news is the assailant left the gun at the scene of the crime, and we've recovered it. Guns are marked with a uniquely identifying serial number, so we may be able to trace it back to the culprit. Welcome to the National Tracing Center. This is where the country's records of gun sales are kept. Dealing with gun-related crime, when justice cannot be swiftly served with a bullet to the head, we turn to the Tracing Center. In the future, we will have access to incredible new technology to make tracking these criminals down easier than ever. Since a digitized National Gun Registry that tracks every firearm and its owner is highly immoral and would allow the government to confiscate all of our guns, we turn to the ever-reliable microfilm and paper technology. When you need to find a gun, all you need to do is look through each of the records and check for a matching serial number. Piece of cake. This is taking awfully long. Don't forget, your workstation is equipped with a state-of-the-art internet-enabled computer. This will make buying guns and gun-related paraphernalia as easy as taking candy from a baby. You could buy thousands of rounds of ammunition right from the comfort of your desk. We've even got custom-engraved American Rifle Association belt buckles. Now this is a future worth living in. Unlike computers and databases, paper will never betray. Ow! Oh, paper cut! Paper cut! Ow!
Those all of them down there.
On board. Wasn't the last one a match? I could have sworn. Oh, wow. want to give up? Lucky for you, having a gun makes giving up incredibly easy. All you have to do is raise the gun to your hand, check it's loaded, and then shoot that big give up button. Oh, thank God we can finally get out of here. As a consolation for your loss, please accept these thoughts and prayers on the house. Raising infants used to be a messy, infuriating, stressful, and thankless job. But now guns can help us make this important time one of peace, love, and happiness. Ah, little baby Bang, you look just like your daddy. Who's a cutie? You are, yes you are. Thanks to your excellent shooting skills, you are able to finish work early, allowing you to spend more time with the family. Many children grow up unloved and weird because their parents were too busy overworking and not smart enough to use guns. We've skipped forward from the breastfeeding months because we were told that exposed breasts are inappropriate. What a shame. We spent thousands on those props. Listen to that. Crying used to be a baby's only way to express itself. But babies of the future will be able to communicate using their guns as well. In time, parents will learn to intuit exactly what baby is trying to say with each gunshot. Young Bang is now old enough to eat soft foods. Let's prepare a yummy meal for the youngster. By shooting the food, we can break it down to make it easier for baby to digest.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yes. Yum, yum.
Delicious.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yum, yum.
Delicious.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yum, yum.
Come
Delicious.
on, man.
Yum, yum. Delicious.
Yum, yum.
Delicious. Yum, yum.
Delicious.
This baby food contains key nutrients for baby's development, including milk, carbohydrates, and a sprinkle of gunpowder. Spicy.
Breaking news. Nefarious cat burglar on the loose. Several neighborhoods have been struck so far, with others no doubt in its sights. Eyewitness accounts confirm that the cat burglar will break into homes regardless of the time of day, even in broad daylight. Authorities advise that citizens should remain vigilant at all times to defend themselves from this menace.
A cat burglar? Oh, I bet it was the damn Mr. Cinnamon. I'm telling you, he can't be trusted. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want some unruly cat burglar creeping into my home. Home invasions and burglaries are more common than you think. Alarmingly, in the United States, a burglary occurs every 18 seconds. Chances are there's probably an invader in your house right now. Do you know what home invaders are capable of? Let me clue you in. They could steal your belongings. They could trash your house. They could sexually assault you and your family and then slit your throats. They could even kill your dog.
Nice.
That's why it's so important to make sure we're prepared. You see, the criminal who underestimates an armed citizen is the fool who ends up with a face full of lead. Ooh-wee, can you smell that? Like all Americans, babies must excrete feces. It is the sworn duty of the parents to dispose of used diapers and keep baby clean and happy. To clean up baby, we need to open up the diaper and dispose of her precious American poop. Made in the USA. Good job. Baby's bottom is clean as hell. By the way, it's common knowledge that anti-gunners did not have their diapers changed regularly. No wonder they smell so bad. Something is upsetting poor Bang. Does she sense a stranger in the house? Did you do that? There, Bang. It'll be okay. I don't mean to alarm you, but there might be an intruder in the house. It might be the cat burglar. Get your gun ready.
I made waffles, darling.
Oh, thank God. It's just Taylor. Oh, and she brought waffles.
Not anymore.
Now you've seen how guns can be used to raise and nurture young Americans towards a bright future amongst their fellow patriots. In addition, we must not forget the horrors of the outside world, where predators are always on the prowl, seeking to destroy the freedom and peace we hold so dear. Remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance and a well-stocked gun vault. And lastly, we've learned that surprise waffles are the best waffles. The gun industry sought to position the gun as a symbol representing all that is good in the world. Heroism, patriotism, liberty, freedom, justice. If we could convince the people that owning a gun was more than just owning a tool, that it meant being a proud American, being a force for good, and a protector of the weak, then there would be no limit to our prosperity. We knew we had something special on our hands, so we continued making more guns, better guns, and the money kept coming in. Our factories could now produce millions of guns each year, and each gun was eager to find a home.
How do you
And
shoot
so we
people?
found new ways to market our wares to the masses. We had guns for men, women, and even toy guns for children. We made an endless variety of gun models and attachments to fulfill the needs of every gun-loving patriot. Our guns embedded themselves into American culture and the media we produced. For role models, we need only look to the heroic
They still
cowboy
don't give me
with
ammo.
trusty peacemaker in hand, or the brave revolutionary
Oh,
reclaiming his liberty with his own weapon. The gun had become a beacon of hope in a hopeless world, one that was accessible to any American as long as they could afford it. We grew like never before. We used our resources to support our political allies, so they would support the industry and your right to bear arms. Our power and influence ran deep, and in time, we embedded ourselves into the American identity. We made America the gun country. What began as a simple business of selling ball-throwing machines became so much more. We turned our business into a culture, one unlike any other in the world. Only time will tell where the mighty gun will go from here. Families have long shared in the wholesome experiences of fishing and hunting. But in the future, we can combine the two for maximum bonding potential. We've arrived at Colt Lake, known for its crystal clear waters, lush greenery, and abundance of lively fish. Welcome aboard the SS Barrel, your father's prized boat. We'll be using the old Simpson rifle, perfect for shooting underwater targets with its high-velocity shots. You might say it'll be as easy as shooting fish in an SS Barrel. Ha ha ha! Whilst fishing is a leisurely pastime, as Americans, it is our duty to prove we're the best at what we do. So today, rather than just catch any dumb fish, we're going for the biggest fish in the lake. Legend has it that a monstrous catfish, Sergeant Whiskers, lurks in the depths, waiting for a skilled fisherman's challenge.
Bugged out
The
again.
biosphere of the lake operates on a simple premise. Big fish eat the small fish. By shooting small fish, we'll be able to lure out the bigger ones. With any luck, we'll eventually convince the legendary Whiskers to come out. Show me what you've got. I'm hankering for some catfish tonight. Look there. It's a new fish. In the old days, people would catch fish using rods and plastic wires. What a bunch of idiots.
Oh, that's a slippery one, isn't it? What do you call a fish without an eye? FSH.
In this world, there's an order to things, just like in the food chain. Then, wow, that's a big one. One step closer to Whiskers. There are the strong and the weak bow to the will to strong. By arming ourselves, we become strong and ensure that we won't be begging for
Enjoy
anybody.
a snack from the
Unless you're into that
lunchbox.
kind of thing, but that's none of my business.
Where does a fish keep its money? In the river bank.
What the hell?
Such a delicate balance beneath the surface of the water. Millions of years of evolution leading to a perfectly tuned ecosystem. And yet now, we can float over it and blow the blazes out of everything. Yee-haw!
You can bring the fish closer to our boat by throwing bait into the water.
Is that? It can't be. It is! The legendary Sergeant Whiskers himself!
Why is the fish so easy to weigh, huh? Because it has its own scales.
This is it, my friend. You know what to do. Take down Sergeant Whiskers and turn him into the trophy of a lifetime.
Why did the fish blush? Because it's on the boat's bottom.
We almost got him.
What did the fish say when it swam into the wall? Damn!
He's about to glurp his last gasp. Be careful now. Whiskers isn't any ordinary fish. He's far more resilient to gunfire and has been known to ram boats and capsize them. We almost got him.
Why are fish so clever? Think about it. Because they swim in schools.
Here he comes. Get ready. Great shot. Wow, that was a close one.
Who does the fish call when his piano breaks?
I'm inclined to think those big rolls of Whisker body may be weak points. Shoot them for massive damage. Turn that catfish into cat food. Oh, he's gonna jump. Watch out! Actually, just leave the scraps for the
Why
cat.
do fish like
Save the
worms?
junkie bits for me.
Because they're hooked on them.
Lion with more bullets.
Where do
He's gonna jump. Watch out!
fish go on holiday? To Disneyland.
Yes! I think you did it! Thanks to your trusty rival, we were able to find a cat!
Why was the tour taken off television? The show got cut!
Watch out! Sergeant Whiskers is carrying a concealed weapon! Well, it would seem we're in quite the pickle here. It's getting kind of toasty. You might want to do something about that. Well, that plan didn't exactly hold water. Looks like we're going under.
Yep.
As an American citizen, Sergeant Whiskers has a constitutional right to carry arms and defend himself. He exercised his right, as we all should when faced with a mortal threat. Concealed carry saved Sergeant Whiskers' life today, and it could save yours too. In this world, you pack heat or pack your bags. Before we move on, I'd like to pose a question to you. Would you have gone fishing today if you knew that fish had guns to defend themselves? Thanksgiving is a time when families come together to share bountiful meals and give thanks for the many benefits of American life, such as freedom, democracy, and the ability to purchase a shitload of guns. Hey, who does this guy think he is? We've got a Thanksgiving feast to pistol whip up. Get him out of the way. Good riddance. Anyway, where were we? Hey, man.
What's
Glad
up?
you could make it. I'm just in the middle of prepping our Thanksgiving dinner, dude. Can you lend a hand?
Come in.
This is General Washington. Do you read? What is your secret? McTavish! Damn it! Thank the founding fathers you're here. The president has been assassinated, and in the chaos, communists have seized control of the barber shop. They are demanding a ransom of $12 billion, and that we hand over the body of the president. They claim that if their demands aren't met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear strike on our homeland. You'll have two mission objectives. Firstly, you are to identify and eliminate the communist leader. He may be disguised among the patrons of the barbershop, but can be identified by his sinister-looking eye patch. Secondly, you are to proceed through the barbershop and give haircuts to each of the customers. As the shop owners have been taken hostage, they are relying on you to ensure that their customers' needs are attended to. The hot zone is 0.01 clicks north of here, and the insertion method will be via cars. You'll receive new weapons from our ground infantry at regular intervals, and I'll provide tactical support via secure radio comms. Only an elite Special Forces command.